The Lord's been pulling you all these different times, and you still haven't come to the Lord. And when that time comes, when the time is cut off, that's all you're going to be thinking about. It's how you should have came. It's how you should have answered the pull. It's how you should have answered the call. That's what you're going to be thinking about because you didn't decide to come to the Lord because you thought the world was going to go back to normal. You better grab onto the hand that the Lord is giving you right now. You better listen to the message that the Lord is giving you right now. Take heed to the trumpets. Take heed to the messengers. Take heed to the message. I am telling you, we are stepping into that time. Wake up. Shalom. Let's give all praises, fear, and glory and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, Heavenly Father and Son. And I want to go into Revelation 12. It says, "And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. Behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born." So, this woman here is referring to the elect, the nation, the remnant of the nation of Israel, which is the actual Israelites today, which is, the so-called Latinos, so-called blacks, so-called natives, and they can look very differently because the Lord doesn't deal with the outside appearance. The Lord deals with the inside, your soul, your spirit. And only a few are following the Lord. Only a few are actually, ready. And we're in pain because we're coming into the hard time of, letting go of everything. But then we will be blessed. Just like when a woman is giving birth, she's in pain, but then she forgets about the pain when she's blessed with the child. And in our case, it's salvation. So we are not going to let this world, the dragon, take our blessing. This world, which is death and Satan. We got to let this world end so the beginning can begin and stay forever. Verse 5, "And she brought forth a man-child who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God, power, and to his throne." So that is what happened right now. See? The Lord is in the throne right now with the Father. Verse 6, "And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels." So this right here is what's going on right now. This is a third world war. The war in heaven. It says, and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, and the old serpent. See that? Cast out, meaning they didn't receive the victory. That old serpent was called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power and the power of Yahushai, kingdom of our God, kingdom of Yahushai. That's what the blessing is. That's what we're focused on. Everything else is going to come with it. It says, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God power day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. That's the whole point right here. Not like we love our lives in Yahushai. We don't love our lives in this world, in this society, because it's death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down to you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So that there is a short time. The Lord is speeding up the time for the elect's sake. I'm gonna read that too. So by us knowing that, there's a short time, the enemy, Satan, is and his angels is trying to deceive us very quickly in the most deceiving way. Okay, this is Matthew 24 and verse 22. It says, and except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. See that? So the Lord is shortening up the days and the years, making things and prophecies come to pass quickly, all at once. Verse 23, then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Yahushai, anointed, or there, believe it not. If any man shall say unto you, see that? Because we're not just anybody. We're not just any man. We're man of the Lord. We're man of God. And when you're a man of God, you need no man telling you where God is. Verse 24, for there shall arise false anointings, false Christ, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. And that's what their goal is. They're trying to deceive the very elect, the anointed, the soldiers, the army of God, because we have the victory. So they're trying to deceive us in thinking that we don't have the victory, deceive us in thinking that we're nobodies and that we have no strength and we have no army. We are more than our enemies, because the Lord's army, the Lord's angels are greater than any army, and it's the only one that's spiritual and is overcoming our enemy. We literally see our enemy crumbling down, because the revenge is of God. So let me get my fun last precepts in Isaiah 46, verse 1. It says, Baal boweth down, Nebo stoopeth, their idols were upon the beasts and upon the cattle. Your carriages were heavy loaden. They are a burden to the weary beast. They stoop, they stoop, they bow down together. They could not deliver the burden, but themselves are gone into captivity. See that? So the false idols are enemies. They're going into captivity. Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly, which are carried from the womb. And even to your old age I am he, and even to hoar hairs will I carry you. I have made and will bear, even I will carry and will deliver you. So basically, gray hairs. Okay, hoar hairs means gray hair. So even to your old age, I am he. So the Lord is always going to be power, God, whether you're on his side or not, whether you're young or old. The Lord doesn't change. So verse 5, to whom will ye liken me and make me equal and compare me that we may be like? The Lord is like nobody or anybody else. Like the Lord is the only one God, the only living power, the only source. Verse 6, they lavish gold out of the bag, they weigh silver in the balance, and hire a goldsmith, and he maketh it a god. They fall down, yet they worship. They bear him upon the shoulder, they carry him, and set him in his place, and he standeth from his place shall he not remove, yet one shall cry unto him, yet can he not answer, nor save him out of his trouble. Heavy. So you're like all these false gods, and because money is a false god. A lot of people they think that the money is gonna save them and their ways, and like condescending people thinking that their own hands can save them, or depending on other men, other people. Only God can save. Only God can save because he's the only one that overcame death. He has that power. He has that key. He has that authority. Verse 8, remember this and show yourself men. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. For I am God, power, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel should stand. Right? God's plans. God is the only one that actually makes the plans and make it happen. And it doesn't change. It stands. And it says, and I will do all my pleasure. All the will of God is being done. Verse 11, calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executed my counsel from a far country, yet I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have proposed it. I will also do it. Hearken unto me, yea, stout hearted that are far from righteousness. It says stout hearted, courageous or determined. It says, hearken unto me, ye stout-hearted that are far from righteousness. I bring near my righteousness. Beautiful, right? Because a lot of people, right, they read the scriptures. They may even make these lessons. They they but they're not doing the right thing, off the camera, when no one's watching. The Lord's still watching. He knows if righteousness is in your heart, or are you just doing this for fame or money or respective people, popularity, subscribers. The Lord knows your intentions. You can fool man, but you can't fool God. Verse 13 says, I bring near my righteousness, it shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry, and I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory. So the Lord is not, making us wait any longer for salvation. Salvation is here. God is in us. The kingdom is within us. All you have to do is just do the deeds and please the Lord so that you can receive the blessing. Stop blocking your blessing. So with that, let's give all praises, fear, and glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadash. Blessings to you all, brothers and sisters, the true believers, true followers, and above all, judgment to the 2/3 and the wicked of the world. Shalom.